This evening, first, Assistant Police Commissioner Calvin Brutus faces 30 charges, including money laundering and larceny, after a dramatic court appearance today. He and his wife deny all accusations. Find out what's next for the embattled office. Plus, tragedy strikes twice in one day as two teenage motorcyclists lose their lives in separate high-speed crashes. Authorities are sounding the alarm on road safety as investigations continue. Also, a 6-year wait ends for 19 rice millers who finally received $1.5 billion owed by the Panamanian government. We'll tell you how this long overdue payment will affect the industry. And police nabbed 3 men during an early morning patrol in Georgetown, seizing firearms and ammunition from their vehicle. The suspects are in custody as investigations ramp up. Finally, Apple is facing a roadblock in Indonesia. Find out why the newly launched iPhone has been banned from sale. Stay tuned for these stories and more right here in Headline News Update. Welcome to this broadcast of Channel 2's Headline News Update for October 24th, 2024. I am Baby Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. First up, Assistant Police Commissioner Acting Calvin Brutus was granted bail totaling over $6 million after facing 30 charges when he appeared in Georgetown Magistrates Court earlier today, Thursday, October 24th. The charges include misconduct in public office, money laundering, larceny, and other financial crimes. Brutus still faces nearly 200 additional charges, which are expected to be read at a later date. Alongside Brutus, 3 co-accused were also charged, including his pregnant wife and his driver, Sergeant Kevin George. Last evening, Brutus denied any wrongdoing following the appearance of heavily armed SWAT and SUCO officers outside his residence. Speaking to reporters, Brutus stated that neither he or his wife committed any financial crimes and vowed to vigorously defend against the allegations, which he claimed were based on manipulated and fabricated evidence.
This whole exercise is one of our fishing expedition, as we saw tonight.
The Director of Public Prosecutions has reportedly advised SUCO to charge Brutus with misconduct in public office and financial crimes, but Brutus said he had not been officially informed. He is facing around 240 pending charges, and bank accounts linked to him and his family, amounting to over $400 million, have been frozen. Brutus also highlighted that police attempted to search his home without proper documentation, which he refused. He defended his and his wife's business dealings, stating that all were in accordance with Guyanese law. He also denied claims of inflated prices, noting that his prices were comparable to others. Expressing concerns over the SWAT team's involvement, Brutus called the deployment disproportionate and unnecessary, adding that he was not a flight risk.
I intend to vigorously defend these matters.
He emphasized his commitment to remaining in his police quarters and defending the case through legal avenues. On a different note, 2 teenage motorcyclists died in separate high-speed crashes. More from Malcolm Carter.
Recent tragic events involving teenage motorcyclists have raised alarms about safety on the roads in Guyana. On Tuesday, 18-year-old Wayne Freeman of Mainstay Village died after losing control of his motorcycle and crashing into a utility pole on the Mainstay Access Road in Region 2. The Guyana Police Force reported that Freeman, who owned the motorcycle, was traveling at high speeds when he lost control around 10:20 a.m. His pillion passenger, fellow teenager Alexander Gomes, was hospitalized with a fractured leg after bystanders rushed him to Sully Public Hospital. Freeman was pronounced dead upon arrival, and his body is awaiting a post-mortem examination as investigations continue. In a separate incident, 19-year-old Tevin Griffith of Stevendore Housing Scheme lost his life later that same day at 8:48 p.m. on Nelson Mandela Avenue after also losing control of his motorcycle. Witnesses indicated that Griffith was riding at high speeds without a helmet when he was thrown onto the road. Despite the rapid response from emergency medical personnel, he was declared dead at the scene. These incidents underscore the urgent need for increased safety measures and awareness for young riders, as authorities continue investigating the circumstances surrounding both accidents. Reporting for Headline News, Malcolm Carter.
Thanks, Malcolm. 3 men are now in custody after being found in possession of firearms and ammunition. Reports said that in the early hours of Wednesday morning, police officers from the Criminal Investigation Department conducting anti-crime patrols stopped a silver gray Toyota Allion on Durbin Street, Georgetown, after receiving information about suspicious activities. The vehicle had 3 occupants: 27-year-old Negus Lamazon, a security guard; 29-year-old Randolph Norton, a laborer; and 28-year-old Jamal Hazel, also a laborer. While initial searches on the individuals yielded no illegal items, a subsequent search of the vehicle uncovered significant contraband hidden behind the rear deck. Officers discovered a Smith & Wesson pistol with 13 rounds of ammunition, a Glock 19 pistol with 18 rounds of 9mm ammunition, and a box containing additional 23 rounds of 9mm ammunition. When questioned, none of the men possessed a firearm license, and they denied knowledge of the weapons. The suspects were arrested, cautioned, and transported to the East Le Penitence Police Station, along with the firearms, ammunition, and the vehicle, which Lamazon claimed belonged to his mother, currently residing in the USA. The firearms were marked, sealed, and sent to the ballistics section for further analysis. Investigations are ongoing. Stick around when we return. Ghana aims to eliminate infectious disease by 2030. And Panama settles $1.5 billion debt to Guyanese rice millers after 6 years.
Kissoon's Furniture, mega sale. 7 days of savings, and I'm talking mega savings. On office, furnitures, outdoor furniture, bedrooms, dining rooms, living rooms, carpets and mattresses. Sales starts October 24th to the 30th at all branches. Kissoon's Furniture, mega sale. A Guyanese business for Guyanese people.
Is there anybody in this house want to worship the Lord with me?
Hi music fans, it's here again. It's the Gospel Music Awards 2024 and the launching of Charlie Maloney's new album titled He's Greater.
He's greater.
It's a double event, one night only. It's praise and worship at the National Cultural Center, Saturday, November 2nd at 8 p.m. or 20 hours sharp. Tickets cost $3,000 and $2,000. It's Gospel Music Awards and a concert. Special appearances by Ambassador Charlie Maloney and other top Guyanese artists. You cannot afford to miss this one. Be there.
Get your tickets at the National Cultural Center, Wireless Connections Border Market, and Andrew Supermarket.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny? I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again. Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Hello, my fellow TikToker followers. He is Credit, and today all we will be making Chinese noodles with peppies, chow mein, chicken fritters, and spice cake. For the noodles, all of these will be using peppies, black pepper, cashew,
Chinese sauce, soy sauce, garlic sauce, paprika, Chinese seasoning, chow mein seasoning, fried spice, and all-purpose seasoning.
Next, this chicken that we marinated, soak for all you wanna know nothing with peppies, green seasoning, miracle seasoning,
Pepper sauce, chicken seasoning, paprika, garlic powder, jerk seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, and ginger powder, and document plantain flour, and then this butter we make with this quick piece powder, and we
boil in high. We serve with peppies, barbecue sauce. Radhika went to the supermarket and she proper buy up enough things. She feels she alone can cook, but she routine even wrong. She shaped like a guy in a map.
Peppies has a wide range of ingredients available at supermarkets nationwide. Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
Sneakily with a gift of fright, Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. Our smiles make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Modern Optical Services, 316 Mill Street, Georgetown. Telephone 226-1082.
The Guyana Elections Commission GCOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31st, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. Types of transactions. Anyone eligible for registration is required to visit the registration office responsible for his or her area of residence to apply for registration. Persons who are already registered could apply for a name change if they have changed their names since they were last registered. Apply for corrections if there is incorrect information on their national ID cards. Persons who are desirous of conducting any of the above transactions must provide the relevant supporting documents. Persons who are already registered could request that their photographs be retaken if the quality of the photographs on their ID cards is unacceptable. Collect their new ID cards if they have not done so as yet. This registration exercise will end on November 29, 2024. For further information, please contact GCOM on the following hotline numbers: 225-027-729, 226-6557, 223-9650, or visit the GCOM website at www.gcom.org.gy.
Welcome back. After a 6-year delay, 19 local rice millers have finally received $1.5 billion owed by the Panamanian government. The payment stems from a 2018 shipment of 9,000 tons of rice to Panama, which went unpaid, causing financial hardship for the millers. On Wednesday, October 23rd, Minister of Agriculture Zulfikar Mustafa handed over the checks at a ceremony in Georgetown. The millers expressed relief, noting that the funds will allow them to reopen their mills and resume operations. Several shared the difficulties caused by the delay but lauded the government for resolving the issue. The government pursued the case through the International Chamber of Arbitration in France, securing the funds owed to the Guyana Rice Development Board. Panama agreed to pay the principal amount, allowing the arbitration to be withdrawn. Minister Mustafa urged the millers to settle any outstanding debts with GRDB and farmers. In other news, despite challenges such as material shortages and labor issues, the Bamia School in Linden, Region 10 is now 95% complete, and this is according to Statement Inc., the construction company overseeing the project. The company refuted rumors suggesting significant delays, confirming they are on track to meet the revised late 2024 deadline. With only minimal work remaining, primarily in electrical and plumbing, the school will soon feature modern facilities, including 44 classrooms, a gymnasium, an auditorium, a science lab, a library, and smart classrooms. Project foreman Akini Blair highlighted the school's potential to become one of the region's most advanced learning environments. The $364 million project, which was slated to be completed in July of 2023, has faced criticism following the substantial delay. However, contractor Rolf Ferguson emphasized that work continues as planned despite the speculation. Moving on, the government is on a mission to build a world-class healthcare system with plans to eliminate several infectious diseases by 2030, as announced by Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony at the Caribbean American Hindu Issues Incorporated conference on Saturday. Minister Anthony outlined that significant investments are needed to achieve this goal, emphasizing the ministry's commitment to controlling both non-communicable and infectious diseases. One of the key initiatives is the effort to eradicate lymphatic filarias, which has seen a reduction from 10 infected regions to just 2 over the past 3 years. Additionally, the health minister reported a notable decline in tuberculosis cases, with annual numbers dropping from 500 to fewer than 350. Malaria remains a critical target for elimination, particularly in regions 1, 7, 8, and 9, where mass drug administration and new technological interventions will be implemented. The government is also focusing on eliminating cervical cancer and hepatitis C as part of its broader healthcare strategy to enhance the quality of life for all citizens. Don't go away after the break. Cuba extends workplace school shutdowns in wake of power blackout, and woman wedged upside down between rocks for 7 hours after trying to retrieve her phone.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for do a surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again. Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Kissoon's Furniture, mega sale. 7 days of savings, and I'm talking mega savings. On office, furnitures, outdoor furniture, bedrooms, dining rooms, living rooms, carpets and mattresses. Sales starts October 24th to the 30th at all branches. Kissoon's Furniture, mega sale. A Guyanese business for Guyanese people.
Hello, my fellow TikToker followers. He is credit. And today, all we will be making Chinese noodles with peppies, chow mein, chicken fritters, and spice cake. For the noodles, all these will be using peppies, black pepper, cashew,
Chinese sauce, soy sauce, garlic sauce, paprika, Chinese seasoning, chow mein seasoning, five spice, and all-purpose seasoning.
Next, this chicken that we marinated, soak for all you don't know nothing with peppies, green seasoning, miracle seasoning,
Pepper sauce, chicken seasoning, paprika, garlic powder, jerk seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, and ginger powder, and document plantain flour. And then this butter we make with this quick piece powder, and we
boil in high. We serve with peppies, barbecue sauce. Radhika went to the supermarket and she proper buy up enough things. She feels she alone can cook, but she routine even wrong. She shaped like a guy in a map.
Peppies has a wide range of ingredients available at supermarkets nationwide. Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
There's a wave of heat. It's for the whole world.
If you have any infirmity, any disease, doesn't matter what the case is.
You're healed in Jesus' name. Everyone wants to hear your story.
I'm alive!
Get up, you are here! Get up, you are here!
October, Healing Streams live healing services.
Get yourself ready.
For Linden, call 707-2389. Bartica, call 685-6096. And Georgetown, call 695-0942.
GCOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. It is the civic duty and legal responsibility of all persons who meet the eligibility requirements to apply for registration. By doing so, you will be ensuring that you are issued a national identification card and be included in the official lists of electors for future elections, providing you meet all eligibility criteria. This registration exercise will end on November 29, 2024. For further information, contact GCOM on 225-027729 or visit the website www.gcom.org.gr.
Welcome back. Now we take a look at what's happening in the region and around the world.
Good evening. I'm Malcolm Carter, and welcome to tonight's regional and international news. Cuba is extending the closure of non-essential workplaces and schools until Sunday amid a severe nationwide electricity shortage, compounded by Hurricanes Oscar devastation. The crisis escalated after the collapse of the island's largest power plant, leaving the entire energy grid offline. While 70% of the power has been restored, Some areas remain without electricity. The government has blamed US sanctions for exacerbating fuel shortages and the country's ongoing economic struggles. Meanwhile, President Miguel Diaz-Canel reassured affected communities, warning against public unrest as protests have erupted in response to prolonged blackouts and economic hardships. Internationally, a 23-year-old woman in Australia became trapped upside down for 7 hours while trying to retrieve her phone from a 10-foot crevice between boulders in a Hunter Valley. Rescue crews, including police, ambulance, and fire services, worked carefully to remove large boulders and free her. The woman remained remarkably calm throughout the ordeal, though rescuers were concerned about her being stuck upside down for so long. After a delicate rescue involving several maneuvers, she was freed with only minor injuries and taken to the hospital for observation. Unfortunately, her phone remains lost in the rocks. Meanwhile, a North Korean balloon carrying rubbish landed on South Korea's presidential compound in Seoul, making it the second such incident in recent months. South Korean authorities found no dangerous materials, but reports indicate the balloon contained propaganda leaflets mocking President Yoon Suk-yeol and his wife. This follows recent remarks by Kim Yo-jong, the sister of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, condemning South Korean actions and warning of severe consequences. North Korea has sent balloons with propaganda and solid waste since May, raising security concerns about the vulnerability of key South Korean sites. Finally, authorities in Indonesia have blocked the sale of the newly launched iPhone and other Apple products. They say the company has failed to meet commitments to support local businesses. Al Jazeera's Patrick Fook reports.
Apple's been having a stellar year, reaching its highest third quarterly sales volumes ever. It's been helped by brisk business in markets like Indonesia, where there's been a surge in demand for smartphones. Analysts were expecting the iPhone 16 to propel shipments. But the block on its latest model means people in Indonesia will need to wait longer before they can get their hands on one.
I think a lot of fans is already looking forward to again, experience it as in the first hand, looking at it and see what's the improvement.
It's quite disappointing. Usually nowadays, in this time of month, we already get like the promotion, right? Oh, iPhone is coming soon, and then you can order it here.
Indonesia requires locally sold smartphones to contain 40% local components. Alternatively, companies can invest in other initiatives like research and development or applications. Authorities say Apple is about $15 million shy and are refusing to renew its component certification. Its recent success may have been part of the problem.
I think there is probably some lack of clarity. If you look at, when these guidelines were set, that was at a time when Apple was importing far lesser iPhones into the Indonesian market.
The move could drive some consumers to purchase the newest model overseas. The cheapest iPhone 16 costs $994 here in Singapore if you buy it from an Apple store, but buyers in Indonesia need to fork out an additional $155 for the same phone because of import fees imposed by the country. Earlier this year, Apple CEO Tim Cook announced plans to open a fourth Apple Academy in Indonesia. The company's already invested about $100 million in such facilities. But it may need a more adaptable solution to meet local requirements.
I think it's a market which none of these tech companies can afford to ignore. Its largest market in Southeast Asia. So they are definitely very focused in being present.
The block comes as governments around the world are increasingly taking steps to curb big tech. Last month, Brazil's Supreme Court banned the platform X because of a dispute about disinformation. Indonesia's also recently banned Chinese shopping platform Temu to prevent cheap products flooding its market. Patrick Falk, Al Jazeera, Singapore.
Thanks, Malcolm. This brings us to the end of the regional and global news coverage. Up next is the 3-day weather forecast. And that's it to B2 Headline News for this Thursday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. You can tune in tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. for rebroadcast and at 5:30 p.m. for more news. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other.